making a refugee protection claim. You know that you can do it at the border, you know that you can do it inside Canada, and you know that you can do it at the airport. This is the three ways that you can come and make a refugee application. The refugee protection is made before the Minister of Immigration and Citizenship. Okay? So why I'm making clear this? Because sometimes you are confused when you get to the border, because the person that stopped you is an agent of CBSA, the Canadian Service Borders, CBSA, Canadian Border Service Agency. But the case is analyzed by an agent of the Ministry of Citizenship, and CIC make a determination of eligibility. When we say determination of eligibility, let me put just an example. If you appear here at the border, you know, in the bridge, and you don't have a relative in Canada, you know, now the law said that in order to make a claim at the bridge, you need to have either a brother or sister or a spouse or children or parents. So if you don't have that, Immigration Canada said you are not eligible to make a claim, and they send you back to the United States. That's an example of when you don't meet the eligibility criteria. If you get to the airport, for instance, you know, well, you don't need a relative, no, because you are inside Canada, you are in the airport, but you make a claim. But the officer may say, you are not eligible. When you are not eligible? Well, if you are from, if you have, you already have been accepted as a convention refugee somewhere else. I was accepted in France, and now I come to Canada and make a refugee application. The officer will say, wait a minute, you already were protected by another country, so you are not eligible to make a claim. So they do an interview to determine if you are eligible to make a claim. 95% or 96% of all the people that appear before Immigration Canada and make a refugee application, they are eligible to make a claim. So the number of people that are refused are very small. Why? Because most of the time, the NGOs, people like me, we manage to talk to the people before they do something, no? For instance, we receive a lot of phone calls from the United States in our office. And they said, you know, I want to go to make a refugee application. My question is, do you have a relative in Canada? What type of relative? I have a very long kind of uncle or person that said that is my uncle. No, doesn't work. Has to be legally an uncle. You know what I mean? So in that case, we try to avoid that the person make a mistake, and we said, well, if you don't have a relative, don't go to the border. But you have another option. You can cross the border illegally, and you can appear inside Canada, and in that case, you become eligible, because if you make a claim inside Canada, you don't need to prove that you have a relative to cross the border. But it's difficult, particularly if you have children, you know, I mean, small children and whatever, and you could be detained by immigration of the United States and send it back. So there is many risks if you are in the United States and you don't meet the eligibility criteria.